Greetings, everybody. It's time for the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And we're ready for our ball game today. Just waiting for our tweet to come up. And Kathy Harden has arrived. Kathy Harden, we missed you yesterday. We did miss you, and we're glad to have you back. We hoped everything was okay. Getting the coffee ready. Good morning to you. You were quite missed. It's not really quite Strat-O-Matic without Kathy Harden. I'll tell you that. But you're entitled to miss a game. Anyway, just pouring my first cup of coffee. The first is usually the best. Sometimes the second is the best, but great to have you. Thank you, Kathy Harden. We missed you terribly. We have the Montreal Expos at the Cincinnati Reds, the third of a three-game series. Montreal took the first two, including a shutout, complete game shutout by Robertson. So they're really doing something right against these Cincinnati Reds. The tweet is up, and the tweet is good. There it is. So we have the third and final game. The Reds are trying to avoid a sweep. Pitching for the Expos will be Gary Waslewski, a right-hander. For the Reds, Jerry Arrigo, a left-hander. Harden wants the Reds. I'm not sure. I guess I want the Reds too, for various reasons. Let's look at our opening lineups for the Montreal Expos. Leading off and playing second base, Remy Hermoso. Batting second, Rusty Staub in right field. Bob Bailey batting third. At first, LeBoy at third. Herrera in left. Phillips in center. Brand catching. Bobby Woyne at shortstop. And Gary Waslewski, the pitcher. For the Reds, it's Pete Rose leading off. In right field, Bobby Tolan in center. Johnson in left. Tony Perez at third, Lee May at first, Johnny Bench catching. Woody Woodward is the shortstop, Chico Ruiz at second, and Jerry Arrigo, a left-hander, is the pitcher. I think I have just about everything straight. The Reds take the field. There's Jerry Arrigo. They were a precursor to the Big Red Machine. Absolutely. They didn't quite have what it took. It wasn't quite what we thought, and we have a retweet from Kathy Harden and we appreciate that. So, leading it off is Remy Hermoso for the Montreal Expos. Expos took the first two of this ball game. Isn't that something? Against this almost big red machine. I'm going to be able to go about 3 innings and then take a break. Here's Arrigo, he's ready. And Hermoso at the plate. Here's the windup for Arrigo. And the pitch. And he struck him out, and we are underway. 1 out. Hermoso gets struck out by Arrigo, 4-2. And we are underway. So that's 1 away. Jerry Arrigo. And here comes Rusty Staub. 1 out, no one on. Nice quiet morning, nice quiet ball game. We'll leave the crowd noise for the afternoon game. Here's Rusty now. It's lefty here. Arrigo. And the pitch to Staub. I might play that game earlier. Who knows? 4-8. And he walked him. So Staub is on first to first base runner. That's a lot of walks by Arrigo. Wow. Nice and neat, a strikeout and a walk, and Bob Bailey is the batter. Okay, Arrigo from the stretch, and the pitch to Bailey. 4-4, that's a fly ball center. There's Tolan going back. That's a 16-3, can he get it? Yes, he does. He makes the catch. And Staub holds at first. 2 outs. Trying to keep it neat. And here comes Coco LaBoy. Mac Jones is out today. Arrigo from the stretch. And the pitch to LaBoy. 5-3. Grounds it to first. Lee May. Boots it for an error. Oh my, Lee May. Couldn't get that. So it's first and second with 2 outs. We hope everything is fine with all of you. Things are okay with me. I mean, I have problems. Nothing that's going to end my life or those of my loved ones. Here's Jose Herrera. First and second now, 2 outs. Arrigo trying to get out of this. And the pitch to Herrera. 4-12. Grounds it back to Arrigo. He's a 5, good Lord. My Lord. That's 10-5. And he boots it for an error. And we would expect that. Jesus, a 5. So look at that. The bases are loaded now. 2 errors by the Reds here in the first. Anything is unearned now. And Adolfo Phillips comes up in a clutch situation. First an error by Lee May at first, then Arrigo bobbles a dribbler. Bases loaded, 2 outs, Adolfo Phillips at the plate. Here's Arrigo and the pitch. 5-7, fly ball center field. Tolan makes the catch, and the Reds get out of it. But a troublesome first inning. There were no, it's still neat, if you ask me. That's my opinion. There were no runs, no hits, a walk, 2 errors, 3 bases loaded, left on base. We've gone a half. Montreal nothing, and the Reds coming to bat. The Reds trying to win their first game of this series, trying to avoid a sweep by the expansion Expos. Indeed, and here comes Pete Rose to lead it off. It's Gary Waslewski, the big right-hander for Montreal. Oh, okay, Waslewski is a right-hander. Rose switch hitter batting left. Here's the pitch from Waslewski. 5'9". Batting left-handed, grounds it to second. Hermoso has it over to Bailey, and that's 1 away. And Bobby Tolan is the batter. Tolan, a left-handed hitter. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first here at Crosley Field, the last season. Here's Tolan now. And the pitch from Waslewski. That's a 6'9". Grounds it to short. X. That's for Wine, a 3. 9-3. And he throws him out 2 away. So it's 2 up, 2 down for Alex Johnson, the left fielder. Waslewski winds and the pitch. 6-10. It's a grounder to short. Wine again. 8-3 on Wine. And he throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 for Waslewski. Didn't he look good here in the first? So no runs for the Reds, and it's scoreless after 1. We head to the second. Again, short break after 3. Had a little quick addict this morning. And I need to sort of refine my batteries. We're in the top of the first. Expos batting now. Ron Brand will lead it off against Arrigo. Arrigo got into big trouble in the first, loading the bases, partly due to his own error. Here's the pitch to Brand. 2-4, pops it up to first. Lee May has it this time. 1 down. And Bobby Wine is the batter. Waslewski on deck. Arrigo, the pitch to Wine. 1-4, struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Jerry Arrigo. 2 down in the Expos' second. And Waslewski, the batter, right-hander, 1 WR. Here's the pitch to Waslewski. 3-6, grounds it to short. Woodward over to May. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Arrigo. And after 1.5, still scoreless here in Cincinnati. Waslewski now retired the Reds in order in the first. Let's see how he fares. It will be Tony Perez. I think I'm going to take my break after this half inning, folks, just to get it over with. Here's Waslewski now. And the pitch, 4-11. He walked him, so Perez is on. First base runner for the Cincinnati Reds. A 4-11 walk to Perez. And here comes Lee May. Whew. Waslewski from the stretch. The pitch to May, 3-10. And he flies it deep to left, but caught by Herreras, right below a home run. They say a miss is as good as a mile. So that's a long fly to left. Perez will hold, though. One down, and here's Bench. Bench back in the lineup after military reserve this series. He's back. Here's Waslewski now. And the pitch to Bench. 2-9. That one is hit well. Oh, my. But back goes Herrera at the wall, and he makes the catch. Oh, my, oh, my. You talk about 2-9, home run 1-17. It was a 19. A deep fly ball by Bench. And he throws it in. Herrera throws it in so quickly. Perez comes back to first. Not too fast, Perez. 2 outs now. And here's Woody Woodward. Here's the pitch from Waslewski. 1-12. Lines it to second, caught by Hermoso. And the side is retired. It was no runs, the walk to Perez. Long fly ball by Bench. Lord. And after 2, we're scoreless, folks, and I need to take a break because I got this game started in a hurry. I hope you all know that. And I will be right back. Then we'll have Jerry Arrigo pitching to the Expos in the top of the 3rd. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. My name is Jeffrey Guterman with Kathy Harden. We hope you're enjoying the ball game. I should be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you. Oh. 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 Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, thank you, folks. I needed that. We're back. I tossed and turned a little bit last night, and oh, oh, let me refresh my coffee. We'll continue this ball game. That's about the earliest break I've taken. Oh. Okay, it's scoreless after 2. Jerry Arrigo will pitch to the Expos, top of the 3rd. By the way, if you're wondering, our next game, I'm not sure when it will be. It will definitely, I think it will be this afternoon. I got so much shit I gotta do. Of course, this takes priority, but our next game will be the White Sox at the Indians. Oh, fun, huh? 2 of the worst teams in the league. It will be Bill Wynn for the White Sox and Dick Ellsworth for Cleveland, but we'll muddle through it, folks, won't we? Okay, here comes Remy Hermoso to lead it off. Top of the 3rd, and Jerry Arrigo. He is not allowed to hit. In fact, there's no hits yet in the game for either club. We've had base runners. In fact, Arrigo loaded the bases in the 1st. Here's Hermoso to lead it off. The pitch from Arrigo, 1-6, and he walked him. So there's another base runner. Hermoso on first to start off the top of the 3rd, and here comes Rusty Staub. He's a 1-10, but a 1-6 with Bench's arm. He's being held. Here's Staub. Staub walked in the 1st, made it to 3rd, left on base. Here's the pitch from Arrigo. 5-9. And it's hit deep by Staub, but this one also will be playable by Rose at the warning track. And that's 1 away. Long drive by Staub. 1 out. Some long outs today. Here's Bob Bailey with Hermoso being held at first, 1 out. And the pitch to Bailey. 1-7. And he grounds it to third. Perez to Ruiz to May. It's a double play. And the side is retired. So the no-hitter is intact for Arrigo. No runs, no hits, a walk, none left. And we move to the bottom of the 3rd. Double no-hitters. Of course, we're early on. Leading it off for the Reds will be Chico Ruiz, and Arrigo is on deck. Gary Waslewski. He's fared a little better than Arrigo. He's retired each batter except Perez he walked. Chico Ruiz steps up to the plate. Here's Waslewski now. The windup, the pitch to Ruiz. 4-7. And that is it's a ground ball to short, stopped by Wine, and he throws him out. That was 1-14, it was an 18. So a beautiful play by Bobby Wine at shortstop. 1 out. And here comes Arrigo. Whew! Lord. Double no-hitters. Arrigo, a left-handed hitter, facing the righty Waslewski. We've had some great fielding and some lousy fielding. Here's Arrigo at the plate. Pitch from Waslewski, 3-9, grounds it to first. Bailey has it, steps on the bag, it's 2 outs. And top of the order, Pete Rose. Rose grounded to second. Waslewski winds, and the pitch to Rose. 6-5, batting left-handed. Fly ball left, routine fly ball for Herrera. And he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 for Waslewski. And we both want the Reds, but God, Waslewski's pitching good baseball. 1-2-3 inning. And after 3, it's scoreless here at Crosley Field in Cincinnati. And Arrigo takes to the mound. He'll face LeBoy, Herrera, and Phillips here in the top of the 4th. Arrigo winds, and the pitch to LeBoy. 1-8. And that's a grounder to short. Stopped by Woodward over to May. 1 down. Isn't this something? No hits for either team. Jose Herrera is the batter. He reached on an error. So did LeBoy in the first. Oh, that's good coffee. Here's Arrigo now. Into his windup to pitch to Herrera. 2-10. And it's a fly ball to left. Alex Johnson makes the catch, 2 down for Adolfo Phillips. Adolfo flew to center. The pitch to Adolfo. 6-7, grounder to second. That's for Chico. He's a 3-3. It goes through for a base hit, and that's the first hit of the ball game. Goes to Adolfo Phillips, a single just past the reach of Chico Ruiz. With 2 outs, Phillips on first, and Ron Brand the catcher. Arrigo from the stretch now. And the pitch to Brand. 2-8. And that's a ground ball back to Arrigo, and he throws to first, and the side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, the first hit, left on base, and we're in the middle of the 4th. It's a scoreless ball game. Here's Waslewski now, really pitching something. He's retired each batter he's faced except for Perez, who walked. It'll be Tolan, Johnson, and Perez in the bottom of the 4th. Waslewski. Here's the pitch to Tolan. 1-7, fly ball center. Phillips is there, 1 out, so Waslewski's still pitching a no-hitter. We haven't had one this season. We've had a bunch of 2-hitters. But no no-hitters. Here's Alex Johnson, 0 for 1. And the pitch, a ground ball to second. Hermoso has it, throws to Bailey, 2 down for Tony Perez, who walked. Only base runner allowed by Waslewski today. 5-6, walked him again. So for the second time, Tony Perez will take first base after a base on balls. 2 outs. And Lee May is the batter. Here's the pitch to May. 1-3, and it's a fly ball to left. Herrera is under it, and the side is retired. And after he's no runs, no hits, a walk to Perez, a no-hitter through 4 for Waslewski. Very hard to do against this pre-red machine. It's scoreless after 4. Jerry Arrigo comes to the mound. He'll face Wine, Waslewski, and then back to the top, Hermoso. I'm going to wait till I finish a couple more sips, then I'll refresh that coffee. Arrigo facing Wine. Wine struck out in the second. Here's Arrigo into his windup. The pitch to Wine. 1-6. Tap back to Arrigo, and he throws it to first for the first out of the 5th. And here's the pitcher, Gary Waslewski. What a pitching performance he's doing. Arrigo winds, and the pitch, 6-9, right-hander. Fly ball to right, Rose is there, 2 away. And Remy Hermoso 0 for 1 with a walk. Struck out and walked. .310, grounds it to third, Perez. Throws to May, it's a 1-2-3 for Arrigo. He looked very good there. We've gone halfway unless there's extras or something else happens. And it's a scoreless ball game. And I say now is the time to refresh that coffee. With Waslewski throwing a no-no. He's allowed 2 walks only. They'll face Bench, Woodward, and Ruiz in the Reds' half of the 5th. Bijan, was that so? Okay. They picked him up from the Red Sox. Then in the expansion draft, is that the way that goes? Good morning, Bijan Bey. I hope things are all right with you. Gary Waslewski. Pitching. Very good baseball. No hits through 4. And here comes Bench to lead it off for the Reds. Here's Waslewski, the windup. And the pitch. 1-7. Fly ball center field. And Phillips makes the catch. That's 1 out. So Waslewski continues. Now Woody Woodward. Ruiz out on deck. Woodward popped to second. Here's the pitch from Waslewski. Whoa, that's a 3-11. And there's a base hit, the first hit of the game. Woodward on a Waslewski fastball. A base hit to left, thrown back by Herrera. So we can all sit back and relax and enjoy the ball game now. Woodward on first with 1 out. Here's Chico Ruiz. Chico grounded to short. 1-8, fly ball center. That's Phillips for the catch. And Woodward holds 2 away for Jerry Arrigo. Both pitchers pitching shutout baseball. That still applies. Woodward on first, 2 down. The pitch from Waslewski. 3-6. Grounds it to short. Wine throws it to Bailey, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 5 scoreless, who would have thought? What a ball game. And Arrigo takes the mound. Here come the Expos in the top of the 6th. Expos have 1 hit. The Reds have 1 hit. Leading it off will be Staub. He walked and flew to right. Arrigo into his windup. Here's the pitch to Staub. 1-5. Hits it deep, but playable by Johnson at the warning track. 1 down. We've had some hard hit balls to the outfield, but nothing quite hit hard enough. Here's Bob Bailey with 1 out, nobody on. It's a pitching duel, top of the 6th. Arrigo facing Bailey 0 for 2, and the pitch. 4-8, walked him. A 1 out walk to Bailey. That's the 3rd walk given up by Arrigo. Bailey on first, 1 down. Coco LeBoy steps in. LeBoy 0 for 2, reached on an error in the first, left on base. 4-5, fly ball left. Johnson makes the catch, 2 down. If you like pitchers duels, this game's for you, folks. Jose Herrera now with 2 outs and Bailey on first. Here's the pitch from Arrigo. 6-6, pops it up to second. And Chico Ruiz makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. Middle of the 6th, scoreless ball game. Dueling 1-hit shutouts by Arrigo and Waslewski. And Waslewski faces the top of this Reds order. It'll be Rose, Tolan, and Johnson. 1 hit, 2 walks allowed by Waslewski. Those are all the base runners. Rose, a switch hitter, batting left, and the pitch from Waslewski. 6-10. He grounds it to short. That's for Wine. 12-3. And Wine throws him out, 1 away. I'll tell you, I love good pitching. Bob Tolan now. Bobby 0 for 2. Oh, that's good coffee, yeah. Waslewski winds, and the pitch to Tolan. 3-7, and there's a base hit, the 2nd hit of the game. So Tolan gets a base hit off of Waslewski. He's on first. He's being held. He is a 1-15. And here comes Alex Johnson. Waslewski now working from the stretch. Throws back to first. Tolan is back safely. Tolan was taking a good lead there. Okay, Waslewski, the pitch to Johnson. 2-8. Struck him out. That is the first strikeout for Waslewski today. 2 down. For Tony Perez, walked twice. So Waslewski has lots of things on his mind. He has Tolan on first, a 1-15 to steal, and Perez, who he has walked twice. Here's the pitch to Perez. There goes Tolan. And he's safe. Tolan swipes second with 2 outs to put himself in scoring position for Tony Perez. He got a good jump on that and was safe by a mile. So it's 2 outs, Tolan in scoring position for Perez. It's the first base runner to get to second off Waslewski. Here's the pitch to Perez. 6-5. Fly ball to center. This is playable by Phillips. He makes the catch and the side is returned. But the Reds, at least they got a base runner to second that time. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 6, it's scoreless. Crosley Field, final game of a 3-game series. Expos took the first 2. The second game, Robertson for the Expos pitched a shutout in a 2-0 win. Here comes Arrigo to face Phillips in the top of the 7th. Whew, what a ball game. Okay, Arrigo gets the sign from bench. He's set. And the pitch to Phillips. He's got the only hit this game. 2-4. He walked him. Phillips on first now to lead it off. And here's Ron Brand. Brand 0 for 2. 1-7. Grounds it to short. Double play. Nice turnover by Woodward to Ruiz to May. 2 outs now, nobody on. Very neat ball game, though, Kathy Harden. You'd have to acknowledge that. Very neat. And Bobby Wine with 2 outs, nobody on. Wine 0 for 2. Arrigo, 5-6. Pops it up to short. Woodward makes the catch. The side is out. Middle of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch. And it's still scoreless. I'm going to refresh my coffee. As Waslewski with a 2-hit shutout. Arrigo with a 1-hit shutout. Plenty of walks. And Lee May will lead it off. What a ball game. And Dan Alexander has arrived. He's for the Expos. All right, Dan. Dan, the Expos took the first 2 of this series against the Reds, including a 2-0 shutout, complete game by Jerry Robertson. And Sean has arrived. Good morning, Sean. So the Expos hope to sweep. Reds trying to win 1 game here. Here's Lee May to lead it off. The dangerous Lee May. Waslewski on the mound. Here's the wind-up. The pitch to May. 1-4, and he struck him out. Oh, my. That's the second strikeout for Waslewski. It's a pitcher's duel indeed. This is one of our best pitcher's duels. Here's Bench now 0 for 2. Waslewski throwing a 2-hit shutout. Arrigo a 1-hit shutout. Here's the pitch to Bench. 4-3. And there's a base hit by Bench to left. Herrera throws it in. So Bench, the go-ahead run on first. And Woody Woodward is the batter. Waslewski from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Woodward. 6-6, struck him out. Third for Waslewski. And Chico Ruiz comes in to the batter's box. 2 outs and Bench on first. Waslewski gets the sign from Brand. The pitch to Chico, 112, grounds it to short, and the side is retired. So we just move right along. No runs, one hit, one left. Only the second hit allowed by Waslewski. And after 7, it's a beautiful, scoreless ball game, and I think Kathy would agree it's a neat ball game. Waslewski will hit to lead it off. Top of the 8th, and Arrigo has allowed only 1 hit. Both pitchers doing very nicely today. Yes, Waslewski will hit, and here's the pitch. For 8. Walked him. Oh, Jerry Arrigo walks the pitcher, Gary Waslewski. He takes first, and Hermoso comes to the plate. He's a debunter. I don't think we'll go for that. From the stretch, Arrigo, the pitch to Hermoso. 2-5. Struck him out. And that's the third for Arrigo. 1 down. And here comes Staub, 0 for 2 with a walk. It's Waslewski on first with 1 out. Top of the 8th, scoreless. From the stretch, Arrigo. And the pitch to Staub. 3-4. Struck him out. That's the 4th for Arrigo. That would have been a walk if he was right-handed. 2 outs now. And Bob Bailey is the batter. Lord, what a ball game. Bailey 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the pitch from Arrigo. 4-12. Grounds it back to Arrigo. He's a 5, God forbid. Lord, can you believe that? 18-5, and he boots it. His second error of the ball game. Anything now is unearned. First and second, 2 outs. Second error for the pitcher, Arrigo. Dangerous fielder. And here's Coco LeBoy, 0 for 3. He has an opportunity here to knock in Waslewski, who's on second. It's 2 outs. LeBoy 0 for 3. Top of the 8th, scoreless ball game. And the pitch to LeBoy. 4-4. Fly ball center. Tolan. 12-3. Oh, it's a base hit. And he bobbles the ball. Oh, my. Tolan couldn't get the handle on it. It's going to be unearned. Not because of Tolan's error, but because of the error by Arrigo. Waslewski comes home to score. Coco LeBoy with 2 outs. Let's look at that again, please. 4-4. Fly ball center X. Oh, okay, yeah. Kathy Harden, thanks for being here, and good luck on the shoulder. Thank you so much. Even even Kathy Harden has injuries in Strat-O-Matic. Let's look at that again. 4-4 LeBoy. Fly ball center to Tolan, a 3. And that was a 12-3. It was a base hit and an error. Advanced 2 bases. That's exactly what that was. Waslewski comes across. So it's an unearned run for Arrigo, but still. First and third, 2 outs. One more hit or walk, and he's through. Isn't that something, how quickly that happens? There's action in the Reds bullpen. It's George Culver, a right-hander, warming up. George Culver. Warming. And Coco LeBoy on second, Bailey on third. Arrigo trying to get out of this. Here's Herrera now. The pitch to Herrera, 6-4, grounds it to short. Woodward, he's a 3, 9-3, and he throws him out, and the side is retired. Not the prettiest of innings, but a run scored on 1 hit, a walk, 2 errors, including the ball bobbled by Tolan. And we move to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 1-0 ball game. Jeez. And in poetic fashion, Waslewski scores the run. And here's Waslewski. There's going to be a hitter for Arrigo. Arrigo pitched 8. He's the loser of record. What a shame. He allowed 2 hits. He walked 5, struck out 4, and allowed no runs earned. 1 unearned. Culver will be the new pitcher. Let's see who's going to hit now. This game is far from over, folks, as you know. Hitting for Arrigo against the right-hander Waslewski, who's gone all the way, throwing a 2-hit shutout. It's going to be Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Stewart, a switch hitter. He will bat left against Waslewski. Waslewski wants to complete it. Stewart steps in, batting left-handed against Waslewski. Here's the windup and the pitch to... What happened here? Here's the pitch to Stewart now. 111. And it's a base hit to right for Stewart. And he's got speed, adequate speed. A pinch hit single to right. So Stewart on first. Here's Rose now. Waslewski, I'll say he's already in trouble here with the top of this Reds order. Rose, Tolan, and Johnson. Rose, a switch hitter, batting left. From the stretch, Waslewski. The pitch to Rose. 6-6. Fly ball left. And Herrera makes the catch. Stewart holds 1 out. There is action in the Expos bullpen. Just in case, Waslewski. That was only the 3rd hit given up. And they've got a great veteran, Roy Face, warming up. Roy Face. 1 out, Arrigo on first, and here's Bobby Tolan. A chance for redemption for Bobby. Singled, stole second, left on base in the 6th, and the pitch from Waslewski. 2-5, and that is a sharp line drive to second, caught by Hermoso. 2 outs. It was hit well, but right at Hermoso. 2-5. 2 outs now, and Alex Johnson. Here's the pitch from Waslewski. 6-8. Grounded to short. Bobby Wine throws to Bailey, and the side is out. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. After 8, it's 1-0. Waslewski gets out of that. And here's the new pitcher, George Culver for the Reds. George Culver. It will be Phillips, Brandon, Wine. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth, it'll be Perez, May, and Bench. That's a pretty potent trio there. Okay, Culver is ready. Top of the ninth. 1-0 Expos. Here's Phillips. And the pitch. 5-9. Grounds it to short. Woodward. Throws to May. 1 out. Now Ron Brand. Brand 0 for 3. 2-9. Base hit by Brand. A 1 out single. That brings up Bobby Wine. Wine 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. 2-10. Grounds it to third for a force out. So it's 2 outs with Wine on first. And here comes Waslewski, who scored the run of this ball game. And the pitch. 4-7, right-hander. And that is a ground ball to third. Perez has it, throws to May. The side is out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Here we go, folks. Fasten your seatbelts. Bottom of the ninth. Waslewski with a 3-hit shutout. Robertson had I don't know how many hits he allowed, but he had a 2-0 shutout in the second game of this series. Expos have won the first 2. They're looking to sweep. And Tony Perez will lead it off. Bottom of the ninth. Okay, Waslewski ready. Perez walked twice, flew to center. Here's the pitch to Tony. 3-8, struck him out. That is the 4th strikeout for Waslewski. Now Lee May 0 for 3. Waslewski winds, and the pitch to May. 3-12, it's hit deep. Deep to left field. Going back is Herrera at the warning track. He makes the catch. Oh, I think that's the second time May has hit a deep one, but not deep enough. 3-12. 1-8 would have been gone. It was a 14, and here's Bench. It's all up to Bench. Waslewski, 3-hit shutout against the Reds. Waslewski gets the sign. He's set, and the pitch to Bench. 2-8. Swung on and belted. Deep to left center. It's gone. Bench ties it up with a home run. The fans are going crazy here. Johnny Bench has tied it up with a solo home run. Oh my. And the fans are going crazy. It's a 1-1 ball game now. Oh my. Let's look at that again. And folks, I have so much to do. If this goes into extras, I will suspend the ball game and I will continue it at 3 p.m. and then have the next game follow on a different broadcast. Here's Woody Woodward now. Oh my. 2 outs. It's a 1-1 ball game. Dan Alexander is not happy. Woodward 1 for 3. Here's Waslewski. And the pitch to the pitch to Woodward. You don't have to worry about him hitting a home run. 2-6, he struck him out. Oh, what a game. Johnny Bench with a 9th inning home run. And we're all tied. Folks, we're going to suspend this ball game. I hope you all understand. What a game. Uh, when we come back, we'll start the top of the 10th, and it will be Culver pitching to the top of this Expos order. A home run by Johnny Bench in the bottom of the 9th to tie up the frickin' ball game. I want to thank you all for being here. My name's Jeffrey Guterman. The continuation of this game will be at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then the White Sox game, thank you, Sean. The White Sox game will follow on a different broadcast. Take care, people.